Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends who dream of speaking English with confidence, clarity, and pride, today I want to tell you something simple, something powerful, and something that will change the way you learn English forever. If you want to speak English confidently, you must first learn to listen, just like a newborn baby. Yes, a newborn baby. When a baby is born, it cannot speak a single word. It doesn't know grammar. It doesn't know vocabulary. It has no idea what a noun, verb, tense, or pronunciation is. But what does a baby do? A baby listens. Listens to sounds. Listens to words. Listens to expressions. Listens to tone. Listens to emotion. For months and months, the baby listens, absorbs, and observes, without any pressure, without exams, without stress. And slowly, effortlessly, naturally, the baby begins to understand. And only after understanding comes speaking. This is the most powerful truth about language learning. Listening is the foundation. Speaking is the result. Listening trains your brain to speak. But as adults, we try to reverse the process. We try to speak first without listening enough. We try to memorize grammar instead of absorbing real language. We try to force fluency instead of building it naturally. That's why so many people learn English for years, yet still struggle to speak, still hesitate, still fear making mistakes, still feel stuck. But today, I want to give you a new beginning, a new mindset, a new approach. If babies can learn English only by listening, then you can too, because you are not starting from zero. You are starting with intelligence, awareness, and determination. You cannot climb a mountain in a single day. You cannot reach the top without practice, patience, and small daily steps. In the same way, many people misunderstand the journey of learning English. They think fluency means reading a 300-page novel from start to finish. They push themselves too hard, too fast, and then stop out of desperation. Not because they are weak, but because their method is wrong. Fluency is not built in one giant leap. It is built through small, consistent climbs. Instead of forcing yourself to read a huge novel, start with what inspires you. Read a short story that excites you. Read a travel blog that makes your mind explore the world. Read social media posts, captions, and comments whenever you get a free moment. These small readings are powerful. They train your mind without overwhelming you. Remember, progress doesn't come from reading 300 pages in one day. It comes from reading 3 pages every day with interest and joy. It comes from choosing content that you love, content that keeps you curious and motivated. Take small steps. Read what you enjoy. Keep learning daily, and one day, without even realizing it, you will speak English fluently. Because you kept moving forward. Think about this. If you want strong arms, you go to the gym. If you want strong legs, you do daily exercise. If you want a healthy body, you invest 30 minutes a day in physical training. And slowly, day by day, repetition after repetition, consistency builds strength. Your body improves because you feed it one thing: daily practice. Now here is the truth people never tell you. Your English is like a muscle. Your listening is like a muscle. Your speaking is a muscle. And muscles grow only when you train them. You don't need to study 5 hours a day. You don't need to memorize 2,000 words a week. You don't need complicated textbooks. What you need is 30 minutes a day, every day, without excuses. 30 minutes of dedicated listening, 30 minutes of absorbing English, 30 minutes of hearing the sounds before making the sounds. Just like 30 minutes of workout can transform your body, 30 minutes of listening can transform your English. Why listening works like magic. Listening is not passive. Listening is not easy time. Listening is not background noise. Listening is training. Here's what happens every time you listen. 1. Your brain absorbs natural pronunciation. You begin to recognize how native speakers actually talk. Not how words look in a book, but how they sound in real life. 2. Your ears start catching rhythm and flow. English has a natural beat, a music, a style. When you listen daily, you automatically imitate it. 3. Your vocabulary grows without memorizing. You learn new words in context, which makes them easier to remember and use. Your fear of speaking disappears. When you hear English every day, you become comfortable with the sounds. Your tongue follows your ears. Confidence replaces fear. You start speaking automatically, just like a baby starts speaking without anyone teaching grammar. You too will naturally begin to speak what you hear. This is not theory. This is not motivation only. This is how the human brain learns language, and your brain is ready. People often say, "Sir, I don't have time. I get busy. I forget. I will start next week. I don't know where to begin." But let me remind you of something powerful. You don't need hours. You need consistency. You may think you don't have time to practice English every day, but you do. You can find 30 minutes in the morning before the world wakes up, or 30 minutes at night before you sleep. These small pockets of time are powerful. Instead of scrolling your phone, invest those moments in listening, speaking, and improving yourself. Remember this, 30 minutes a day can change your fluency, your confidence, and your future. You don't need more time. You need more commitment. Make English part of your daily routine, and your progress will become unstoppable. Let me show you what 30 minutes of daily listening can do in just a few weeks. After 7 days, your ears will start recognizing frequently used words and phrases. After 15 days, you will begin understanding conversations more clearly. After 30 days, you will start speaking naturally because your brain has absorbed patterns. After 60 days, your fluency, confidence, and sentence structure will improve. After 90 days, you will feel like a totally different person, someone who speaks English with freedom, not fear. You can build this skill. You can master it. You can transform yourself with just 30 minutes a day. Think of your English as your dream body. Every day you train, it becomes stronger. Every day you skip, it becomes weaker. So the question is, are you going to build it or let it fade? The baby formula. Listen, imitate, speak. Here is your natural learning formula. The same formula babies use. The same formula successful English speakers use. Step 1. Listen. Listen to English for 30 minutes. Podcasts, motivational speeches, interviews, movies, audiobooks, YouTube, songs, anything. Just listen. Step 2. Imitate. Try repeating what you hear. Copy the tone. Copy the style. Copy the flow. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be consistent. Step 3. Speak. Speak more. Speak without fear. Speak without worrying about mistakes. Speak as much as possible. This is how fluency is built. Not by memorizing, not by textbooks, not by translations, but by listening, imitating, and speaking. Your 30-minute daily routine. To make your journey simple, here is a routine you can follow. First 10 minutes, pure listening. Just absorb English. Focus on understanding the rhythm and sound. Next 10 minutes, repeat out loud. Choose a sentence and repeat it. Imitate the speaker. Feel the sound in your mouth. Last 10 minutes, speak freely. Talk about your day. Describe something you learned. Create your own sentences. This is your gym. This is your workout. This is your path to fluency. Why you must start today. Let me tell you something important. You don't lack talent. You don't lack intelligence. You don't lack ability. You know what you lack? Consistency. But today, you have a choice. Will you continue waiting, or will you begin becoming the speaker you dream of becoming? Fluent English is not for the lucky. It is not for the gifted. It is not for the perfect. Fluent English is for the disciplined, for the focused, for the ones who are willing to invest 30 minutes a day in themselves. If you give your ears to English daily, your mouth will automatically follow. If you train your listening, your speaking will transform. If you build this habit, your future will change. Because English is not just a language, it is a tool. A tool that opens doors. A tool that creates opportunities. A tool that builds confidence. A tool that changes careers. And you deserve all of it. Today, I want you to remember this. A baby learns by listening, and so will you. Babies don't fear mistakes. Babies don't judge themselves. Babies don't overthink. They grow because they keep taking in sounds. You are not a baby. You are stronger. You are smarter. You are more capable. And you have a dream. So promise yourself, starting today, say to yourself, I will give at least 30 minutes every day to improve my English. I will listen. I will repeat. I will speak. I will grow. 30 minutes is nothing in a 24-hour day. Yet those few minutes contain the power to reshape your confidence, your pronunciation, and your ability to express yourself clearly. When you speak every day, even for a short time, your brain becomes familiar with the language. Your tongue gets used to the sounds. Your hesitation melts away. Your confidence rises. It's exactly like exercising. You don't get fit by working out once a month. You get fit by showing up daily, even for a short session. The same rule applies to English. Speak in the mirror. Record yourself. Describe your day. Repeat what you hear. Talk to yourself. Talk to the world. 15 minutes of consistent speaking is better than 2 hours once a week. Small practice, big impact. Small steps, big transformation. Start today. Speak daily. And soon, you'll realize fluency is not built by time, but by consistency. Because your fluency is not far away. Your confidence is not far away. Your transformation is not far away. It begins with a small step. It begins with a simple habit. It begins with 30 minutes a day. And one day, you will look back and say, this is the moment I changed my future. Your English journey begins now. Your powerful self begins now. Your success begins now. Go and build the English-speaking version of yourself with the same passion you build your body, with the same dedication you give your dreams, with the same unstoppable mindset you carry in your heart. Fluency begins in the mind long before it appears on your tongue. If you want to speak English confidently, you must start to think in English. Because when you start to think in English, your words follow naturally, effortlessly, powerfully. So how do you start thinking in English? Begin small. Describe what you see around you. Think about your plans in English. Speak to yourself in simple sentences. I'm walking. I'm cooking. I'm going to study. Replace your native language thoughts with English words, slowly, gently, consistently. At first, it feels strange, but every day your brain adapts. Every day your sentences become smoother. Every day your mind becomes more comfortable with English. Thinking in English removes the biggest obstacle to fluency: translation. When you stop translating, you stop hesitating. When you stop hesitating, you start speaking freely. And when you start speaking freely, confidence becomes your natural state. Remember, fluent speakers are not people who know every word. They are people who think in the language they want to master. So start today. Start with simple thoughts. Start with small words. Start where you are. Because the moment you begin thinking in English, your journey to true fluency has already begun.